Alright guys, what I'm about to show you is something that I hope no one's going to go out and try to be hurting anybody with. I'm going to show you guys how to use a pair of nunchucks as well as I know how to, which I'm pretty much an amateur. There's a lot of things I don't know how to do and a lot of things I do. I'm self-taught and I know how to make a pair. And so I'm going to show you how to do that. So this video is probably going to be in parts. First, I'm going to do a little bit of a demo with the nunchucks that I have that I bought, and with baton that I have, which is nothing more than a dowel. And then I'm going to do another part where I go into showing you how to make a pair of nunchucks very cheaply. And then I'm going to show you how to start learning how to swing around a pair of nunchucks without hurting yourself. Okay, and give you some tips and tricks to get you started. Okay, and then you guys can work from there. There are tons of videos on using nunchucks on YouTube, so probably not going to do a whole lot of videos on nunchucks, but I am going to do a few just because I know how to use them to some extent, and I can probably show you guys how to get started at least and show you what I know. But I'm very rusty. I haven't messed with a pair of nunchucks in like 15, 20 years on a regular basis, so you're just going to have to bear with me as I show you guys what I can do and try to teach you. So here you go. Alright guys, this is a baton, which is simply made out of a wooden dowel. I'm not even sure how long this is, 3.5 feet maybe, 3 feet, not sure. But what I did was it's covered in electrical tape and camo duct tape. So camo duct tape can be rather expensive. It can be like $4 or $5 for a thin roll of stuff, depending on where you get it. And there's stuff you can do with a baton that you can't do with a pair of nunchucks, and there's stuff that you can do with nunchucks that you can't do with a baton. Okay? It all is a matter of how you go about going forth to do maneuvers. So there's some things you can do to swing around this baton, because this is lighter, it's less bulky, it's got only just enough weight just to be able to do what you need to do, but it's light enough that you can really get some speed on it when you get good at it. So I'm going to save this one for last. And these are two pairs of nunchucks I bought on eBay. And underneath here, they're both made out of wood that is kind of octagon shaped, just like you usually see them in the stores. This one is chain, has the, I forget what you call it, but basically it's designed to spin so that when you're doing tricks, they will spin around so it doesn't stay fixed. Which this is kind of like a nylon cord that goes straight through it. And it's tied somewhere. I covered up the holes. There's like holes in here where they used to tie the string on. Okay, and all I did was I covered those in electrical tape and camo tape. So, just something I decided to do. You don't have to do it. So, I'm going to get going. I'm going to show you guys, I think, with the chain first. Okay. Bear with me that I am rusty. Okay. I had a little bit of a practice session a little bit ago when I did my first video at the test, and that video went in slow motion a little bit. So hopefully I'm not getting that happening. My webcam was messing up on my laptop, which I'm using to record right now. So hopefully the video's taken better. Told you I was rusty. Told you. So you see I'm not bad. I have some experience with them, but I'm really rusty. But even when I was good, I always would drop them on the ground. One thing you gotta avoid is dropping them on the ground. Because I'm primarily right-handed, it's easier for me to throw them with my right hand. You need to force yourself certain maneuvers that are awkward to do, that you gotta learn how to do and smooth them out. And the other thing that's messing me up with these is these are bulkier and heavier, thicker than what I'm used to, which messes with me because I'm used to having thinner. So, yep. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the nylon ones. Now, I saw a guy on YouTube doing this thing where all he was showing was this maneuver. He'd go from the side, he'd show you the front to show you the difference of what it looks like. Now, if you're into doing nunchucks for show and you want to decorate up your nunchucks so that they have really bright colors, or maybe even have stuff that reacts that will cause blinking lights and stuff, or glowing, or whatever, that's cool. You'll have to practice maneuvers. Now, this pair of nunchucks has 3 nylon cords through the center. So I have to remember that when I make my nunchucks here in a second. Use 3 maybe, or maybe 2. So it is some exercise to throw around a pair of nunchucks. It's for somebody in my age who's a little out of shape and fat and sassy. All right, just to show you that I can do it with my left. Probably not as good. Go a little bit slower. I'll do the side thing. I really don't like how fat and bulky these are and heavy. It really throws me off for throwing them and getting the speed I really want. So when I make my nunchucks I'm going to make before, we'll see if I can throw those any better when I get those finished. So, all right, I did those. Okay, now, there's some things are easier with baton, especially with this being much lighter. You can roll it through your fingers and really do some cool stuff. But it's one thing to do tricks around your body and throw it around your body. It's another thing when you go to actually have to hit something and have it bouncing off of something after you hit something and the way it reacts and comes back at you. So that's something that you want to get either a tree or something if you want to practice hitting, either with a baton or with the nunchucks. when you go to hit something, you got to know just how fast it's going to come back and react, because once you hit with a pair of nunchucks, it's going to come flying right back at you with just as much, if not more, speed, depending on how you hit it. And you got to decide what maneuver you want to move into, because the nunchuck's going to react and come back, and then you either need to be able to swing through it and right back and catch it somehow, depending on how you hit. Like I was watching Bruce Lee movies, clips on fight scenes, and just watch Bruce Lee and whack. And there are some whacks where it's not going to throw off the swing too much, but you got to know, you got to practice hitting stuff so you can see how the nunchucks or the baton, or whatever you're using, reacts after you've hit something. And does it mess it up, totally throw it off? Does it make it coming back right at you with equal, if not twice as much speed? And then you got to figure out how to not get hit. You hit something and then it hits you. You don't want that. So anyway, that's a little bit of a demonstration. Now I'm going to do this video in a couple different parts. So I am going to now show you guys what it takes to make a pair of nunchucks. Hey guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can see all my upcoming videos. And if you like that video, give me that like. If you have any questions or comments, leave those down there too, and I'll get back with you. Thanks for watching. Catch you next video.